Hello. Sorry it's been a while since I've done any update on these, but things have been so busy recently I really haven't done a second part of the build video of these. So I know in the first part I showed you guys a selection of drivers that I was considering using. A few of you commented, which was really nice, and I ended up settling on the 5-inch VEFA drivers that I had. I seem to have quite a lot of these. The TC14SG29-04. So these are a 4 ohm treated paper cone woofer. So that's what I've ended up using, and also the VEFA tweeters that I had as well. I don't know if I showed those in the first video, can't remember. So anyway, I've made the covers for them now, so yeah, there we go. So I've sanded back the cabinets, sprayed them satin black, which has really come up nicely. We've got a little corner nick there, but I've just sort of sanded that out. So if you recall in the first video, these were quite thin walled, like 12mm veneered plywood. What I ended up doing, rather than lining it in more ply or MDF, I've installed panel dampening inside, and then foam filled them, and now the panels are nice and dead. You've got to bear in mind, the stiffer you make the panels, the higher up the resonant frequency of the cabinet becomes. So there's quite an argument for panel dampening rather than bracing. Certainly for subwoofers and things like that, an enclosure that's dealing with bass, the more bracing the better, because you'll push the cabinet resonance right up high, right out of the lower bass frequencies. But when you're using like a little two-way, I'm more on the side of having a strong cabinet and dampening, controlling the panels, controlling the resonance in them. So the front baffle is 18mm MDF. I've semi-recessed the woofer from the back and then felt covered it and rolled it. Sorry, it's really rainy outside. So we've got our VEFA woofer here, tweeter here, and this woofer, and yeah, I think they've come out quite well. They sound lovely. I'm not just saying that because I built them, they just sound really, really good. I probably had 2 or 3 hours listening to them the other night, and they're just great. They're good fun. They don't play particularly low, but I quickly dialed in my subwoofer with them, and yeah, a really good combination. So yeah, like I say, they're satin black, and at the back there was 2 original holes, so I've put in some nice new binding posts. I think they've come out quite nicely. I had some fabric left over, which is this like sort of sackcloth finish almost, and I've been trying to find a use for it for a long time, and I didn't really just want to do another black speaker cloth speaker, so made some frames for them and cut them very accurately, so they just push fit in there beautifully, and I think they look pretty cool, really. Yeah, the missus isn't too keen on the combination, but I love them. I think they're great. So this one just pull tab at the bottom, a nice tight fit, so no velcro or speaker cover tabs or anything like that. So yeah, they just push in there nicely. Yeah, really good. Measurement wise, yeah, really nice. Typical narrow baffle 2-way speaker. Just like I say, enjoyable to listen to. Very good off axis horizontally and vertically. You see I've recessed the woofer. I've come to like that style. It just helps with the time alignment a little bit better, I think. Allows you to position the speakers a little bit higher up and get a broader listening range below the speaker. So yeah, it's good. But I'll stick the measurements up now so you can have a look. I will chuck in any photos that I've got of the build that I did, because I did take some pictures as I went. I'm going to enjoy these for another week or so, and then yeah, they'll be up for sale. It was really just a project to make use of some of the drivers and cabinets that I've got here, and just start turning some of these drivers and boxes and bits and pieces, crossover components I've got, into working speakers, and these have turned out really nicely. Okay, measurements and pictures, catch you all soon.